Hi. Can you get a Gemara Kiddushin, please?
I'm sorry?
Gemara Kiddushin.
Kedushin? Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, Ayin Hey Amid Beis.
Hey, Ahmed Bays. Okay.
75B.
5B. Okay.
Amr Shubin Levi. 3, 6, 9, 12 lines to the bottom.
Wait a minute, 12 lines from the bottom. Hey, Ahmed Bays.
Ayin Hey Amid Beis.
Ayin Hey, Ahmed Bays. Okay, that explains it. Rabbi Yaakov Bar Idi. Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. Got it.
Shubin Levi. Okay. Actually, there are a whole bunch of names here. So I might as well start from the beginning of the list of names, which is 4 lines at the top of that. El Kiasa Rabin, Rabbi Chia, Bar Abba, Rabbi Yochanan, Rabbi Abba, Bar Zavda, Rabbi Yechanina, Rabbi Yaakov Bar Idi, Rabbi Shimon Levi. Somebody said the following. Who exactly, we don't know. Shalosh Machloekes B'Dover. There are 3 fundamental Machloekos about Kuttim. Rabbi Shmuel Savar, Kuttim Geira Rayosei. The Kuttim were converted because of lions. The sugya is a little further up on the page before where we began, where it says it talks about their mentions their Kuttim Geira Rayos. But the main thing is, as far as the next line of the Gemara, the Kohanim Shnitbaim Kohanim Psulim Hayu. There are Kohanim who got mixed up among the Kuttim. Now we know the Psukim Mefurashim tell us the Kohanim were sent to be together with the Kuttim. And in the Oz V'Hada Gemara, which I'm looking at in Torah or Shalom on the side, says, but the pasuk we learned from Malachim Beis Yud Zayin, Vayu Reim As Hashem Vayaslam Miktos and Kohanei Bamos. You seem to base Abamos that they took Kohanim. These Kohanim were Kohanim Psulim. Shneimar said, the Shneimar said, with the son Kohanim Bamos. V'amar Abraham, Rabbi Yochanan, Mina Kotzim Sheba'am. So it says here, the Miktsosam, from their edges. And the edges we understand to mean that from the Kotzim, the thorns. So the that's the first thing. Let's see Rashi. 6 lines to the bottom, so 8 lines. Concerning the Kohanim and the Kutim and the Kohanim, which are mixed up with them. You can see by Asulem, Miktosan, Kohanim Bamos, the same blowing Gabi Kutim, because Sanchev Shigla Shvim Bimeo Shea Ben Elo. There's a pasuk there. You know, Kotim Shon Kotz Shu Psolis. So he says Kotz is not a thorn, but that which you regurgitate. So the young languages that they have to be separated, distinct from the nation because they are apostle. Okay, back to one. That's why they parcel them. They're true game. The Kohanim should play them shame on you. The real Kohanim. Some Kohanim, most of Rabbi Yochanan according to this. We have Buchirim Shabahem, the bomb, the best. Kotzim doesn't mean the thorns, but the high corners. The name Asarum. So why do they forbid them? Why are they also Bakal? So according to the first shot, we understand they were first of all they're fake hearing, and besides fake hearing, the Kohanim which are mixed of them are Kohanim Psul. But according to the second shot, name Asarum, they shiur miyamin esal rusos. They give them women who are rusos, which in and of itself is not such a bad thing. But
Potrin it to the suos.
what?
And the next line,
Right.
Potrin it to the
The
suos.
next line says on Ayin Vav Amid Aleph, upochim esanasuos. Now, in of itself, for anybody and Rabbi Kiva, it not be a problem either, because it's only Chayav and Lavin. Chayav and Lavin are according to most Amoroi, that's the Atanoim, are not Mamzer. Uncle Kiva, that's what Rashi says. Upochim esanasuos mina chalitza. Rabbi Kiva nechav and Lavin Mamzer. Okay, so according to Rabbi Kiva specifically, that's a problem. It's not a problem according to any of the other Tanoim.
Mm-hmm.
My Darshi, how do they come to such a weird conclusion? Which we translate to mean that the wife of the dead party should not go outward sue a foreign man unless a Yibum or Chatzitz elite is performed. They Darshan, they're very chumrei. Darshan, hachti asva chutza. The woman who's sitting outside, meaning she's in a rusa, not yet in a suah, he knows he leaves like that. She should marry a person who's not another person. But a woman who's not sitting on the outside, meaning she's already been a full nisuah, by her there's no chi of yibum. Tia leaves on. Rabbi Kiva tamei. And therefore he holds that this is a problem of mamzerus. Yesh omrim, and some say it's the third reason. And this is Rabbi Eliezer's reason, says Rashi. Actually, let's see Rashi. She hasn't yet come into the jurisdiction of the husband for a full marriage. Yesh omrim behind Rabbi Eliezer, back to the official in Bikin. Asur, Makam Farshi, Yuchsim, my Bikin. What does that have to do with Bikin? Rabbi Eliezer, Kuti, lo yiso kutis. Not only can we not marry a kuti, they can't marry each other. Why? Maybe ones who knew about mitzvahs and in their family, they are meticulous not to do anything wrong in terms of marriages. That's one party. But Hashem is seeing me as Hashem became, it says to not became. Because Suffolk Ashes Ish Bikadusha Avoisov. And there's a there we get the Suffolk Ashes Ish way back yonder. In the 4 or 5 solution, Sheiskachel Acher was married then to somebody else. Brahman Kiddushin, and they said it's not a Kiddushin, but it was, in fact, about Kiddushin. It's not going to marry somebody else who she shouldn't have, and there's Mamzerus involved. Okay? So we have 3 more places so far, right? Mani Yeshomrim. Who is this Yeshomrim? We just had Rabbi Bar Avin, Rabbi Lezer. This is Rabbi Lezer tiny. Matzah's Kuttim-Shomronim. The matzah baked by kuti for Pesach is mutter. V'adam yotzei bo yidei chavoso v'Pesach. A person be yotzei yidei yischiv v'zeh Pesach. Rabbi Lezer said, Lezer forbids the v'she'em b'kim medukim mitzvahs. They're not conversant with the meticulous guidelines of mitzvahs. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel calling to shechziku bo kutim any the kutim seized on to it. They're even more machmir than Am Yisrael. So so what has the shaykh aim b'kin? If they're more bucking Yisrael, they don't know well the halachas of kiddushin and gerushin. Says Rashi. Matzahs Kuttim-Shomronim. We're not afraid it's chametz. But the Yotze Bad even below Yontav Rishon. Shamatzah chayva. The Yotze Bad lavik k'machin beitos sholei kochavim shalochim to. It's not like the flowers and the doughs of a guy which nam gam chametz. Kind of like other memali crazy man. A person can't eat them because they're chametz. But you have to eat a matzah who's made lishma at the end of the process. So the matzah's mitzvah, but even l'shimur l'shem mitzvah, because the matzah's mitzvah you need to have shimur for the purpose of a mitzvah. Ava matzah's kuti yitzor l'chol matzah cheres. By goy you don't have kavanah, but by kuti you do have kavanah. The B'kiyah b'mitzvah shimur. They are conversant with the mitzvah of shimur matzos. Okay, because they are more medactic in mitzvahs more than Yisrael. Okay, so the place basically quotes Rashi, and he asks a question in the first narrow line. You see the first Tosfos?
Yes.
We saw that Pikra Blez is pretty hard and severe on Kuttim.
Right.
So he says, if you eat the bread of a Kuttim, it says if you eat a chazer, that's when he makes it at home. Evidently, because they're not makbel lifnei either. She's so mutter. Near the card come out of me and say they have also. I have shagama kuti yochalimeh. So the kuti also eats from it. You look if not that's not the case. Loyal tell you they have also. The leisul lifnei iver otzite michshol. You're not yotzi otherwise because they don't believe in lifnei iver. So therefore you have to dafka see that he's eating it as matzah's mitzvah. Then you can eat it as matzah's mitzvah as well. Okay.
Okay.
Now. Let's go to pause for a second, and we're going to go to Chulin Daf Zayin. You get a Chulin?
Yep. 1 second. Amid Aleph or Amid Bet?
Amid Aleph.
Chulin Zayin Amid Aleph. Okay.
I might be wrong about that. 1 second, please. I am a base. No, so where is it? 1 second.
I think it's on Vav Amid Aleph.
Oh, my right. Okay, fine. Okay, good. 1 second. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Thank you. My time of Gazabu, the fourth line down. So this is according to opinion that Gutma gave rabbis. My time of Gazabu, Rabbanan Kihad Shimon Lazar Saturday and Meir Lasli Cham Rabbi Bekutoi. Shimon Lazar was sent by Rabbi Meir to bring wine from the house from a house of a Kutite. After Chehu Saba, an old man found him. Some recollections there was on Navi, but I don't know if I'm right about that. Amalei, Basamta Sakim below Echa, in Baal Nefesh Ata. Put a knife to your throat if you're Baal Nefesh. By the way, this Baal Nefesh is the one place in Shas, I think, maybe there's another place, I'm not 100% sure, where it says the term Baal Nefesh. Mishnah Berurah very often uses Baal Nefesh Yachmir. Rashi says, Imadam Kosher Ata. In our Psachim, Baal Nefesh Lo Yilsos. Baal Nefesh are not moistening grain on Pesach. Adam kosher. So a person who's a Baal Nefesh is a person who's kosher. He wants to do the right thing. And the previous verse says, Halakim Lecha Posuk B'Sefer Mishlei. The Lecha says, next Rashi B'Chayil L'Chayecha. Kamis Chazecha Yitzchakov Lo Tasezos. Fortify yourself against the Yitzhar. Do not follow him. Zok the Gemara Vaitel. Rabbi Shimon Lazar Sivas when they made a Gazer Alayim. And he decreed that they are not considered to be Jewish. Mashma here it's Xavier the Rabbanon. Right? My time, I'm not my Yitzchak, the Mus Yoyam Matzalem Barosh Hagrizim. Surely they Moisel. Right? They found the form of the dove that they're worshiping. Ramela Tami, the Chayish Lemilta. So really it's a minority. But we're Chayish Lemilta. Right, Mayor. Because the Ruba to Miuta, and they decreed, we go after the minority, and we also ask the majority.
There's only a minority of them that were worshiping a Demus Shona.
What? No, the minority are.
It was a minority that was worshiping the dove. But we're chayish and we're gozer on the ruba achar the miut.
Right. Zokrashi must have Yoshi by Grizim Nasimu Morim over this government. So Muslim means not that Rabbanan found them. That's what I always thought. It meant no, it means that those guys, the Samaritans, found there as the Musabi Yoina and they started worshiping it. I'm not sure what that means. Either not from geographically from Hagrizim, or if they're not from the sect of Hagrizim, which worship the doves. Right? Mayor time in the Chayshim Yuta be Bombay. It's because of Xana Lochotim Yabmin, different mayor. How does Chayshim Yuta says the custom of Xana can't do Chalitza nor Yibu? Right, Mayor, they said you're from Lochotim. They can't do Chalitza of their males. Isha custom of Varsh. It's got to be an adult male. But me may Mami, why can they do Yibu? I'm going to let him cut the Shema Yitzim, let's say Swiss, because the cut maybe you'll find out to be impotent, and somebody's impotent is buttered from Yibum and Chalitza. Kind of Shema Tima to Alice, maybe she found to be barren. Needs to plague him by Erba. In that case, they would have relations with an Erba without a mitzvah about. For Lo Amar, and he doesn't say, Rov Ktanim Einam Swisim, that most Ktanim are not Swisim. Okay? So, Rashi, the Tosfos brings down here, B'goy Sharvizim B'midrash. Oh, the first Tosfos. That's what it says. Actually, Usaba Yeshlom Yeshvash Gom Shemaskir. Usaba never says that old man. Who Elio? V'yam Shalom Arke can't say the beg by Mem Adlikin. Who the Shem Bechai could not have been Elio, because Elio is identified separately. We saw that. Don't desire his delicacies. Okay, so the Gemara says, Rav Gamliel, Rav Gamliel also passing in this respect, like right, Mayor, probably because of Mila Asu B'Yuchsin, that we wanted to make sure that they don't intermarry with us.
Okay.
The Gemara is not over with. Okay. Pasuk Maxi, what's the simple meaning of the pasuk? But Batam Yoshev Rabbo. The student sitting in front of his rabbi, Tan Reb Chia, Kitei Shevu Chumas Moshe. If you come to break bread with the ruler, Abin Tovin understand that which is before you. But some Zakim below Echad Baal Nefesh to put a knife to your throat. If you're Baal Nefesh, and you're there, tell me Rabbi Shodel Lavzil Tam Bin. If a time knows Rabbi is smart enough to give him an answer, he should proceed the line of questioning. And if not, he says Rabbi's Gemara low. I mean, laugh, Tavin. You should also understand as a show for that which is before you, then don't degrade him. Rather, if the second skibble about Nabashata. If that's let's say that's a pro shemenu. About Nefesh, remove yourself from his vicinity. New story. Yitzhak B'Yosef sent Rabbi Avo to bring wine from Beikutoy. Actually, Usaba. So the old man found him. I'm a lace can show me turn. Nobody here keeps the Torah. Rabbi Avo. For Rabbi Osi was Rabbi Ami, Rabbi Asi, which is the third generation after Rabbi. Some good, I think, so the entire third generation of Amorim after the Chasimas HaYerushalmi. See, Rabbi Ami, Rabbi Asi are not actually when Yerushalmi, but last generation of Yerushalmi, right? So then we put them into status of Goyin Gemurim. For what? Some goes to Rabbanan. I'm sorry, Mesa goes there by the Rabbanan made that decree earlier from the time of Rabbi Meir. She says, Hasam Gazru. A few other Rashis, which is good. It's Moshe Gana B'Torah. אם יודע ברבו שימשון ישיב לאותם, being shalv, love, tavin as a shelfanecha. That's about understand on your own. About the shalv, don't ask him in embarrassing. Sounds good. Kim Bulacha Basrei, I crook, see, Clonis, Chazek, Atzbaka, but so people arrest your mouth for asking a question that you know your Rebbe can't answer. And if you're on a Baal Nevesh, you want to learn on a deeper level, understand things better, what you do, Rosh Hashanah, leave it. Leave that tainted Rebbe. So it's right earlier. So it says one of the earlier generations, they weren't makabel from that, right? Yeah. Sorry, not that one generation is better than the other generation. They didn't want to be makabel upon themselves this chumrah. The first Kuttim-Shomronim. Interesting, right? It was too uncomfortable. But in derivation, so it's interesting that we're going to talk about. So the question is the so generation of Meir was good because he was too connected together. In times of Yasa, he became Xera, so therefore they separated. So it's mashma here too. They really could be Jews, right? These Rabbanim made a Xera. This is to do with Arabic. Yisrael Kimevatos Rishus to other Israeli Rechotzer, a Goy cannot. So like other Chachamim, as it says, as long as he keeps the Shabbos in the marketplace. He can nullify his Rishus and give his Rishus to other people in Shabbos. Shabbos Shamat Bashuk. If he's not Shabbos Shamat Bashuk, ain't about the Rishus, then nice Rishus. Next other Yisrael nice Rishus about the Rishus, but he called ain't. Actually, he's going to rent the place for it. Okay. That's the nafkamina that they made him like a guy.
Okay.
I don't see that the rest of the word here is important for us right now. So, but the kids are mice. The stam going to is going to Rabbi Meir that they're gay arayas. When we get the arayas, it's still miuta, not a ruba.
Right.
So the question is, what we're going to pass from halacha? What's the size Kuttim Bisman is there? To be honest with you, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we treat them as goyim, right?
I'm not sure. We'll find out next week.
Well, in the Gemara, okay, it says and there's a little aleph pointing at the Rambam. So it's mashma that's what it is.
It is mashma, but next week we'll see the Rambam himself.
Okay, sounds good.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay.
Shkoyach.
I think next week will be the last week we do it.
That sounds fine.
Okay, you're going to decide on the next topic after this?
Next topic after this is the chelas. I'd like to do the sugya menachos.
Oh, it's chelas. Okay, very good. Okay, have a good week.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.